really long, right? And you're not getting to where you want to go, then what you were doing is the wrong stuff to do. And so it's not about doing more because what you're doing is already maxed out. It's about doing less and about doing different. And so in order to do different, if you are maxed out, you must do fewer of the things you are currently doing. And so that is a really good litmus test for me to think through what are the character traits that someone might lack that I have? What are the activities that they are not doing that I am doing, so that I can look through a different lens, through which to improve myself. And then the final one on living stuff, and this may have seemed a little bit more heady than some of my past lessons and failures, but I think part of that was just because, with the sale of all three businesses and the dividends and everything, like we crossed a 9-figure net worth at, Layla's 29, I'm 32. And so we have a lot of summers left, hopefully. And so it gives you a little bit of perspective on like, so what do I want to dedicate the rest of my life to? And so the last framework that I'll leave you with in the kind of the woo-woo-ness of this video is the 85-year-old decision framework, which is instead of talking to an 85-year-old, which is a great thing to do, by the way, if I imagine myself as an 85-year-old version of me, and I ask that man for advice on what I should do in situations, A, he's an asshole, always making fun of me. But beyond that, I get really, really clear answers from someone who wants truly just my best. And I found this to be a repeated theme throughout my life is that a lot of times I know what I need to do and I'm just not doing it. That may be true for you too, is that a lot of times we don't have as much ignorance as we think we do. We just have a lot more fear to take that action. And so when I talk to my 85-year-old self, I get a lot of clarity in terms of what decisions I should make and more realistically, how few of them really matter. Because when I think about my 85-year-old self, all he ends up telling me to do is like, enjoy it. Like, you're going to die and definitely don't sacrifice anything for me. Like, I would give everything I have to be 32 again. 85-year-old self would give everything he has, all the billions of dollars just to be 32 again. And I have that gift right now. And it's kind of interesting. And so too, many of you probably, if you could give up everything you have to get 10 years, to go back in time 10 years, would you do it? And it's not to relive life from a regret standpoint, but just to have 10 more years, right, of youth. I think a lot of people would do that, which then gives you a really interesting perspective on the value of money and how we trade it for time and living. That was one of the frameworks that I've been really thinking a lot about when it comes to my life. The next one is about solving problems, which is a lot of you guys know that I'm a huge fan of Charlie Munger's. And one of the processes that he champions is inverted thinking, or inverted problem solving, which is rather than asking,